In 1978, I'd finished my doctoral coursework in comparative medical at La Sorbonne in Paris. And with the advent of in vitro fertilization, I went to Cambridge in the UK. And I was supposed to examine, and I did, the implications for the duties of physicians and researchers of in vitro fertilization. There I was fortunate enough to meet both Steptoe and Edwards, Dr. Steptoe and Edwards. And fortunate in the sense that I was amazed at how frank and honest they were with me as a doctoral student. And also for the time, the kindness they showed me. And I vowed at that time that in all my teaching career, I would forever be open and kind with students. They provided a model, and at the same time, not only as professors, but how to handle the mediatic furor and the stresses that come by being an inventor or providing a scientific breakthrough. They were accused of creating designer babies, playing God, slippery slope, unnatural, and so on. Yet if you look at IVF between in vitro fertilization, between July 1978 and July 2008, 8 million healthy IVF babies had been born around the world. That's just in a 30-year period. And if you look at the statistics here in Canada with respect to infertility, unbeknownst to most, infertility in women stands at 15%. So this is a medical issue. It is not a cosmetic one. So I was finishing my doctorate and had 1 or 2 children and began to apply to be a law professor. And this is really what my first big shock. I was told by the dean at a university I will not name that I should not become a professor but go to the law firms. I was dabbling in science and soft law, he stated. Irrespective, I did become a professor of law in Université de Montréal in 1985, where I was for 23 years. But it wasn't very late after that I was hauled into the world of the Canadian Royal Commission on Reproductive Technologies. You would have thought that as a preacher's kid, I would be well prepared for the often nitty-gritty side of debates about values and how these values and principles could frame the future of society. The debates were incredible. We had public hearings in 17 cities and had to oversee 15 volumes of research, all the while handling the unholy alliance of anti-tech, feminist, and religious ideologies, all arguing against these technologies. It was quite a group. The hearings were tense. Every applicant was given the same amount of time to speak. And we also had private sessions for women afraid to be seen by the religious community or their husbands as desiring access to such technologies. Security was tight, the hounding of the press was relentless, and our personal mail was checked by the RCMP after many commissioners received hate mail. I've been burned in hell many times. So this first decade, what did I learn? Well, I think I learned about compromise and compassion, particularly in those private sessions of the Royal Commission. The complexity of policymaking when personal values or sometimes even ideologies are trumpeted or disguised as individual rights, often focusing solely on humans as individuals, not as members of Canadian society, a society that wishes to have a health system that is comprehensive, universal, portable, and accessible, equitable.